Coming up in this episode,
we round Land's End.
Longships Lighthouse, Land's End.
Adam eats healthy.
Healthy? Sometimes we eat a healthy meal. This is our definition of healthy.
And we drop anchor for the final time. We've made it.
Yeah.
Good morning everyone, it's coming up to 10 AM, Saturday 28th of August. We're in Falmouth. We're leaving here today, anchored up in the sand here, lovely little place. The plan is today is to head out of Falmouth around this point, around the Lizard. It can be quite rough around here, but we'll have tide with us at 1 PM going this way. Around the Lizard, and we'll just see how far we get to. We've got options to stop at Newland or some places along here, because overnight we got northeasterlies and northerly winds and a slight swell coming from the southeast and the south. So we'll just see how far we get today. We've only got about 10-12 knots of northeasterly wind.
Yet again, we got perfect sailing conditions. We're doing 5.2 knots to the water, 12 knots of breeze.
Beam reach. Beautiful. It'd be lush if we have like 15 knots of beam all the way down through the Bay of Biscay. It'd be magical, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be nice.
We're in a race situation against the Bavaria.
We have been beating him.
Yes. 40-year-old classic boat beating a modern Bavaria. Doesn't look that modern, maybe 10-15 years old or something.
1990s.
90s boat, probably.
Could be a thumbnail, it could.
Just passing the buoy. Got a bell on this one. We're doing 4.2 knots and there's hardly any wind. There's about 5 or 6 knots of wind coming from the stern. And we've got a good tide around here, nearly at the Lizard Point now. Loads of boats around. It looks pretty calm, nice. You can see from the water it's looking quite spiky. There's a lot of tide, a lot of current flowing. Sails are just flapping a little bit. You got the Jenny out on a pole. It's not really doing much, to be quite honest with you. Show you the blocks we installed in Cromarty, because a few of you guys have been wanting to know how they work, and that's how we fitted them really. You see it works pretty damn well. The block there holding the spin out. It would have been nice to have obviously the line as far forward as we can, but there's nowhere really to put it on the bowsprit, to be honest. So that was the best place really, where they are now, because we can gain access to underneath here is a sail locker, so we could bolt these through underneath. Far forward you can't get to it, and there's no any place to put it on the bow roller there. But I think it works pretty damn well. Worked a treat, to be honest, on there. So a quick chart update. It's, well, 5 o'clock in the evening. We left Falmouth this morning. See by our track, just gone down here, avoided all these rocks and horribleness around there. We went around the Lizard, completely flat, calm, lovely, perfect. We started making our way up here. The plan is to anchor up in here. I'm gonna anchor up by about there. Tonight there's a slight southeasterly swell coming in here, so I think anchored up in this sandy little bay should be nice by there. Castle Trevine Point. Castle Trevine Point is currently 7.2 nautical miles away. We're just there, so we should be there by 7 o'clock. But as Luke said, we put the engine on now because the wind's completely dropped off to nothing, and the spinnaker was just starting to it was deflating and going into the water, so we had to get it down. So we've reached our anchorage.
It's very unique.
Just in this bay here. I don't know if you can see that. Plan to go into there.
It looks a bit scary.
Plan to drop the hook over by there, out of the swell. We're gonna have a look.
Is this sand on the Google Maps, do you know? Don't know.
Yes, Google Maps is all sand.
I'm sure we can go in the corner there because the weather is the northerly from here,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So this is where we've anchored for tonight.
What's it called?
Oh, I'll show you on the maps now. Got some built houses, things built into the cliff there. It's a nice little bay.
It's very unique.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be okay, shouldn't it?
Yeah, you worried here.
No. Doesn't seem to be much of a swell.
No, it is now and again, but
Yeah. It's not perfect, but it should be okay for tonight.
yeah.
And we're really close to Land's End, so we can get around there tomorrow, and next stop will be Pembrokeshire.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting. No internet, but
No.
we've got internet withdrawals now.
We've only been here 10 minutes.
I want to check the weather and the stuff, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah.
Just left our anchorage. We are en route to Pembrokeshire. This is the last passage.
The beach is absolutely packed over there. And there's loads of people up there. I wonder what's up there. It'd be nice to visit, but we are en route hopefully to Pembroke. We've got a mixed bag of wind. Some northerly, northeasterly and easterlies. But we're on a route to Pembroke to prepare for the Atlantic crossing, or the Great Atlantic trip. We just picked up a little bit of wind. And yes, this is Land's End. We're nearly there. It's weird. I wonder what that place is.
Doing 7 knots.
Yeah,
Got-
7.2 knots.
Got tide with us now, running up around Land's End. Tide's running north.
And it's got really windy.
Yeah, really windy by here and nothing out there at all. Flat out there. No.
Very strange.
gonna have to go into the wind now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna moat it up. Lovely day though. Beautiful. Good afternoon, it's 29th of August. Just gone 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We just left our anchorage in this little bay here. It was okay, a little bit rocky, that you'd expect being on the southwest coast of the UK. Here's our track so far. We're just making our way north with tide going up here. But typically we got wind on the nose, 15 knots, slowing us right down. We're going to go through the gap here, Kettle's Bottom, run through this, plenty of water through there, 18 metres. Go through there, up here, and then we should be able to get a northerly then. We're going to go up here, just make our way up here in a northerly, be nice. And tomorrow we got easterlies, so we'll be able to go, hopefully, straight to Pembrokeshire on that. But we're going to be sailing all night tonight, all day tomorrow, and possibly all night tomorrow. Get there Sunday the next day sometime. See how we get on.
Longship's Lighthouse, Land's End. We made it.
Yeah, and John O'Grove. Now we're at the far southwest point of the UK. Land's End.
We made it.
Yeah.
Land's End. One tip of the country to the other.
Yeah.
Now it's all north, back home.
And we got northerlies.
Yeah.
I remember coming here back in the early 90s as a family, and you could go up to the famous sign and your dad could take a photograph of you underneath the sign, but now it's all fenced off in there now, and you have to pay the bloke with the photograph guy to take a photo of you. I think that's sad, isn't it? And it's all commercialised now.
Yeah. Anyway, congratulations. Yes. Done it. Land's End, United Kingdom. Homeward bound, we are bound. Just basically got to a pretty choppy bit. Must be a lot of tide, different currents and things.
Yeah, so the tide's going north now, and the wind's coming from the north, so it's a bit choppy.
A lovely beach over there. Been on that beach. You can see all this weird water coming up. We're perfectly deep. We're 38 meters deep. I'll give you a bird's eye view. It's rather windy. Look at this for the water. This is Land's End. This is the calmest we've seen Land's End by far, a huge margin. You can see it almost looks like a river or a stream because of the currents. Look at that. Very interesting water patterns, incredibly spiky. We don't always eat crap.
Healthy.
Sometimes we eat a healthy meal. This is our definition of healthy.
Sun's going down once again. Oh, I see a yacht over there. It's underneath the sun. It's a bit choppy back here, isn't it? Still on the engine. Jim Bob still on the helm. It's... what time is it? It's 7:45 at night. Luke's doing a little bit of laptop work. It feels a bit strange to... a bit sad really, finishing the around Britain series. It would have been nice to finish in Cardiff where we started, but you know, we're finishing in Pembrokeshire. It's okay because we sailed from Cardiff to Pembrokeshire and we stayed there for a while on anchor in that storm, so we've done the full circle. So yeah, it is a bit sad it's coming to an end now, but onwards and upwards, get the boats ready for the next adventure crossing the Atlantic. It's going to be incredible. So that'll be a new series.
The wind has come up. It's nearly an easterly as well, and it's blowing nearly 13-14 knots, which is very unexpected. Yeah. This will probably be our last update. As you can see, the sun is going down wherever it is behind the cloud. Lovely sunset.
See you in the morning then.
Good night.
Good night.
Looks lovely though, and there is the other yachts out here.
If we can just manage to head like north or north-northwest for like 12 hours, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, get the miles done, innit?
Yeah, really bite into it then, won't we? Take a chunk out of it, you know? Doesn't matter if we end up a bit further out there. Well,
you can use the tide to come back in though.
Use the tide, yeah.
Fine.
Looking forward to getting into Dale. We just started. It's 80 miles upwind, isn't it? So. We've got easterlies.
Is it 80
Top of
miles?
easterlies coming in at 10 o'clock.
Is it 80 miles from here?
Well, it was down there, a bit less.
Well, down now?
No, 89 miles.
Oh, alright. Yeah, we're doing alright.
My throat flickering.
No, it's not. You're doing that on purpose. Holding the button down.
Put a life jacket on, Liv.
Yes, sir. Sat in the water. Plastic floating. Disgusting. People, put your plastic in the bin.
Here's a question.
Try not to put it in the sea.
I'm talking. Listen. Here's a question for you. When we're crossing the Atlantic, to the viewers, what do we do with all our plastic? When we're crossing the Atlantic 24 days. Should we buy like a storage container and just push it all in there and try and store it all?
I think...
You can't throw it overboard, can you?
No. Crush it in the bilge.
Just squash it all down to bilge all the plastic in it. Wash it so it doesn't smell.
Couldn't you get a terracotta pot and burn it en route?
A terracotta?
Yeah.
A terracotta pot?
Yeah, because then you can burn stuff in them.
In terracotta?
Yeah.
Isn't that just a colour?
No, it's clay stuff. Or a metal pot. You're gonna think we're crazy. Terracotta. I don't know, it's not safe to burn stuff.
No.
You could just...
Vacuum pack it. How are you gonna vacuum? Use a vacuum out at sea. Yeah.
We'll have to, when we get our shopping delivery, we're gonna have to strip all the plastic we can off it, and then
let it go stale.
No. Just stored it somewhere.
Good evening, everyone. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. No, it's not good evening. It's good morning now.
You're going crazy.
Whoop. Tablet's going. We've done 45 miles from basically Land's End up to here. Oh God, that's our angle of attack. We're really lucky at the minute. We got northeasterly winds kind of thing, or northeast-east winds. The angle's really good. Heading straight for Pembrokeshire. That will probably change. We've still got roughly 60 miles left to go. We're doing okay, we're doing well. Pretty pleased, pretty pleased.
Better than expected.
Much better than expected. Doing about 4 knots, it says on the screen, 4 knots. There's a bit of traffic out here, a couple of ships and fishing vessels and things, but it's going quite swimmingly at the minute. So we'll check back in a bit. Morning.
Hello?
You've had a bit of a sleep, haven't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I'm gonna have a kip now.
Yeah. When I was sleeping it was dark and now it's light.
Yeah. I went to sleep at 8 o'clock last night and now it's about 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Alright for some minute.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we're doing well, doing well. It's really surprisingly. Shouldn't say that, I'll probably just jinx it. Got 17 knots of wind, 18 knots of wind to do 4.4 knots through the water. It's 6:30 in the morning. Hope it's not going to rain. I'm watching these rain clouds come in this morning. It's a bit rainy.
Oh no. It's gonna rain.
I'm gonna go to bed now in a bit. See, we're doing pretty well.
I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but we can, well, I can now see the country of Wales. We are 20 miles away from Dale, the anchorage, and then the circumnavigation of the United Kingdom will be complete.
Just put Neppy away.
Yeah.
The wind's falling away as predicted, but not as predicted.
No.
There's meant to be a big blue hole on Windy, but we've sailed through the blue hole and we had lovely wind.
The next time we'll get Neppy operational now will be when we set off, hopefully, for the 1,500 mile trip, Dolphin, to the Canaries.
1,500 mile trip, dolphin. I like that.
The dolphin went on the wave.
Yeah. So, I still got a full set of sails there. We did reef the main early this morning. We had 22 knots.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Just looking at the quality of our sails. They're so thick and pristine, but very salty.
Salty sails.
Have a look at it.
Yeah. Probably going a bit slow for them.
So salty.
Dolphins.
They just love it, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I love them. I love them. Hang it tight.
They're so cool, isn't they?
So this is our Genoa. Beautiful. Pristine condition as well. So thick. Plenty of life left in them.
Good evening, it's 6:15. We are approaching Milford Haven. We've got about 2.5 miles to get into here. We're gonna anchor somewhere different this time at the estuary in here. It's a little pool called the Crow Pool. We're gonna finish our circumnavigation there. It's been a nice passage. We've been on the engine for the last 2 hours because we did run out of wind. We have run out of wind. This is our line, as you can see, from Cornwall up here, and it starts to get a bit wavy there because of the tides.
So Alan's just putting the anchor down for the final time of the circumnavigation around Britain.
We've made it.
Yeah. But this is not the end. Now begins the preparation for the Atlantic circuit. 9,000 nautical miles. Congratulations.
Now, the next adventure begins. Can't wait. Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Lifted, bit of work to do, preparation.